Clean Mean Jean here, and today's video is one I've been meaning to do for a while, and it is true. I kind of failed. It's kind of true and it's kind of not because you can't really fail at something unless you give up, and I haven't given up. So I was, of course, making a full-time income online at one point where I didn't have to have a job. But obviously, as you can see from the last few months, that I did end up going back to work, and that's where I'm sitting right now. So in a sense, I did fail, or you could say I gave up or moved on or whatever. So it wasn't an easy decision. Like I had to really push myself to even go back to work because I'm like, does that mean I failed? Does that mean it's over? But I was going deeper into debt, and I wasn't happy. I was feeling isolated and depressed and stuff like that. And then I had people saying maybe you shouldn't leave. I looked up to you like I was the one they looked up to not having a regular job and doing something on the side. I'm always the one that's like standing out. They're probably like wondering what I actually do, but I was doing so many different things, and that's probably a reason why things went left too. Is because I was trying to put my hand in too many pots as far as internet marketing. I was doing print on demand. I was doing Amazon FBA. I was doing self-publishing, Kindle publishing, all that crazy stuff, instead of just focusing on one business. And then I guess I overwhelmed myself. I started to procrastinate, get lazy. Then I will find myself not knowing even what to work on anymore. And, when I would have, I would be off all day and not have anything really. I would have things written down on what I want to do, and then I would try to trick myself into just focusing on one thing. And then I would be like, no, this is not where my heart is. And I was doing businesses that I really didn't necessarily enjoy. I wasn't interacting with people on a regular, maybe some family and friends here and there, but there's benefits to going back to work, even though obviously I'm not, I'm an entrepreneur at heart. That's what I love. So I plan on just doing this until, I pay off my debts and I don't know if this will be the reason I pay off my debts, maybe because I'm more active and more focused on what I'm doing, I might be able to leave even earlier. But yeah, I do have a plan. I'm in stacking so I can eventually invest in real estate and have something I feel like is more solid. Real estate. Someone's always going to need somewhere to live. So that's my plan, and I'm never going to give up internet marketing, especially writing books. So I actually have a book on the way that goes very much in line with this video. It's about escaping poverty mindset, and basically my story of how I escaped poverty mindset and went from the bottom to the top. Like, I'm not at the top yet, but I'm doing so much better, and I just feel so much better now that I am going back to work. It's crazy out here as far as traffic today. There's always something going on, like as far as construction. Don't it feel like that? But that's why I always leave early because I can't be stressed. But anyway, focus. So yeah. So what happened was I was making decent money from Amazon FBA and my books combined. First it was my books. I was like, oh, I'm making some good money, income monthly. I just thought that would last. Oh yeah, they're doing major construction. Make sure I don't hit none of these codes. But anyway, yeah, I thought that the book income would last, and somebody that hadn't really seen that, and I was making more from my little part-time day job. Maybe I should have stayed a little longer, and I was in a marriage, so that was completely different financial situation. So got divorced. I'm alone now. All my bills are on me, and my income declined because I wasn't really focused. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. It did go back up a little bit, but I went into debt to get more inventory for my Amazon, and then it just wasn't like a cycle because I didn't pay it off because I had to use that money to live off of. Even though I wasn't being stupid. I didn't have my own place at first. I was staying with my sister, so I was saving there. I wasn't trying to live beyond my means necessarily, but then I eventually did move out of there to get my own place. Then I was supplementing my income by driving with Grubhub. So anything like I would basically, if I needed more money than what my business was paying, and I was like living off all my business income. So then the taxes had to go. It was just crazy. So I was just like in a real rut, and I wasn't sure what to do. And then, I had to go back to work. Like there was no other option, and it just made this income. It made it much more easier. I'm able to save now. I'm able to invest more into my business, and it's just so much more comfortable. And I do have a goal of getting out and increasing my income back to where it was. And you know what? It's a lesson learned. I went from having no credit card debt, like, to having like a decent amount. Like, I mean, not crazy, crazy, but still unacceptable in my terms. Because I know I want a zero balance on all my cards. I don't want to. I want to be debt free again, like I used to be. So yeah, I did. I will say I did fail at internet marketing. They do say most businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years, and that did happen to me. I did fail, but it was more so because I didn't have the direction. I didn't have a nest egg. I didn't have enough saved up before I left my previous job. I kind of just went on the strength of I can do this, but I wasn't really sure what I was doing yet. But now I understand it a little bit more better. I thought I could just do things and just live off of the passive income. That's how I was. I was entitled. I was convinced that I could just live off of that income and not have to do any more work. But that's definitely not the case. Or have to do minimum work to maintain it. But no, you really have to push it. And the people that are really crushing it at internet marketing are the people that are still putting out content and still crushing it, even though they're still making an income. You can't just stop working. And it also makes you depressed when you're not creating. When I'm not creating, I feel sluggish. I feel like I'm procrastinated. And then if you don't do what you say you're going to do, if you don't keep those promises and commitments to yourself, you'll just feel worse and worse. And that just was what happened. And my mindset was all messed up. And I got poverty mind, and it was just terrible, like terrible. So yes, good times. so yes, I did fail at internet marketing, but I am on my way back up. I still have income coming in from the business. It's actually increased. So I have that on top of this income, and it's good. But I'm not going to get crazy and just be like I'm quitting again. Like I want to make sure that I'm making a wage that is great, and like I said, pay off all that stuff I got. Like I'm trying to pay off everything, car, credit cards, all that. Like that's my goal. So before I do anything. And I'm not saying all that income's going to come necessarily from the job. I'm just saying once that's done, then I'll feel like I can take a little leap and get out of it. So thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, because I know some people might think like, should I leave, or it depends. Their person's different. I think I had to learn this lesson. I don't think it would have lasted long anyway, because I wasn't really working the way I should have. I was pretty lazy, and I was procrastinating, and I was just in a depression. Of course, a big change, a divorce, that's a big deal. So a big change. Like, I mean, I don't want nobody feeling bad for me or anything, but that's just really what went now. So yes, good time. And yeah, I will say that I failed. Oh, no wonder why it's so hot in here. I had the heat on. But yeah, I definitely would consider that failing. But guess what? When you fail, you get to learn. That's the great thing about it. That's the great thing about life. That's the great thing about entrepreneurship. So I'm happy, and just, having these opportunities, like everything falls, it just gives me more flexibility, and it's not bad. It's not so bad. Because life is what you make it at the end of the day. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'll be doing a series coming up on my new book. I don't know what it's going to be called yet, but I'll be doing a series of all lessons in the book. So yeah, that will be soon, so look out for that. And that should be fun. So yes, I'm back writing again, but I have to write things that align with me and my soul. Like if I don't feel it, I shouldn't be doing it, or I can outsource it. I guess pay somebody else to write. Because there's nothing wrong with hiring a ghostwriter. I'm still down for that, but I feel like I love writing. That was my passion at the beginning, and then I kind of, when you kind of make it into a business, but yet you don't know what necessarily to write next. But now I know, like, so it's really fun. Sometimes ideas just come to you. Sometimes ideas will just come to you, and you're like, this is what I want to write. And then when you start writing it, you're like, yes, I should have been written this. This is what's calling me. So I go by my gut feeling more than anything now. Before I was just, is it lined up with this? Is it lined up with that? Like, is it like, as far as I was like real businessy about it, as far as like the keywords people searching for and stuff like that. But I feel like now I have more freedom to where I can kind of follow my gut and just do what I want, and not really expected anything from it. Just something I want to write, and I want to write a lots and lots and lots and thousands of books and help thousands of people, maybe even millions of people. But yeah, that's my calling is writing. What the heck? My calling is writing, and I do like YouTube too. So, once I'm used to it now, it's really fun. I really like talking, just making me more talkative, more outgoing, more stuff like that. So make sure to subscribe and like this video. And it's okay if you fail or make mistakes. All you got to do is do something about it. Don't let yourself go too far. I mean, like, there's a limit to how far I will go. Like, I'm not doing all this. I'm not trying to be in a place where I have to, like, yeah, I'm a humble person, but I can't let myself fall so far because that's just not the way I'm built. Like, you got to catch yourself and just, have your ego out the way and be transparent about everything, and you'll be good. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe and like this video so more people can see it. Maybe somebody's in the same situation. Like, and they're like, man, should I even go back to work? Or, like, it's up to you, obviously, but do what will help you get to where you want to faster. Depends on what your targets are, what your goals are. So, but you already know mine. So, good time. And the job I have is not that it's not that demanding, and everybody's nice. So I like it. So, and it's only part time. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll be grinding, working on this book, and I'm still doing Amazon FBA. It's so semi-passive. It's like you send stuff in, you order stuff, you send stuff in, and then you're good to go. And then people buy things, and then you have sales, and you get your little money. Just make sure you're profiting. Fun because you can use income that you're getting from Amazon